Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of One Take Sunday. And here we have a very special edition. Here we are reviewing the Sena 50C headset. We've all been waiting for it. We've all want to see it. I finally got it. Sena 50C, or is it the Harley Davidson 50C, which I assume is the same unit, but there's some differences. Like this has the Sena emblem on it, and it's silver. It probably would have gone with my helmet better. But here we have the Harley Davidson unit, which is the 50C also. And look at that. It's a beautiful unit too. It's black and has a Harley Davidson unit, the emblem on it. That's really great. Some other key differences though. The Sena 50C has the Hardon Kardon audio, and the Harley Davidson has the Rockford Fosgate audio. And I got to tell you, these speakers are phenomenal. They're absolutely phenomenal. I love the sound. But even a bigger difference is this. Charging time 2.5 hours on the Sena 50C. 1 hour quick charge on the Harley Davidson branded unit. So are they the same or are they different? I don't know. Lots of similarities, but that's a kind of a big difference. Here I'm showing, where you plug the headset into the jack there. It secures in very tightly. And I'm coming from something called the Maxto M3, which was a video and communication device. It was 1/5 the price of this. It was 1/4 or third. It was a lot cheaper. But one of the problems I had with it was the USB would come out all the time from the speakers and headset and fall out, and it'd just be really hard to fix it. I'd have to pull over and go to the side of the road and shove it back in. Pain in the butt. Yeah, and so another big difference between, that Maxto unit, and I've tried other motorcycle cameras as well. I mean, when you connect like the Maxto and other motorcycle camera units, the applications were always flaky. You couldn't go down, and you'll see it in the video coming up here. You could frame the video well. It held the connection well. You could see the video on the phone while going through the Wi-Fi connection. I can understand why some people wouldn't like it very much, having the way the application connects via Wi-Fi to the phone, and it is a kind of a hassle to get it connected. I can understand that, but I think they do it the best, to be honest. Out of the camera units that I've had, the Sena 50C really connects well to the phone to frame the video, and you'll see that in video coming up here. So here's a sample of the video, and I'm gonna talk about the features and differences of things I like, of course, and what I don't like, and I'll go through the different video up here, but here's the video. And if you're new to One Take Sunday, which you probably are, because I've only released, this is my third video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe and like button. It really would help me out, and I'm trying to grow the channel, and I'm excited about it. I'd really appreciate it. I do, voiceover motorcycle trips. I'll take my motorcycle camping and on adventures and take out the drone and fly it around, the DJI Air 2S. Fun adventures. So please like. So yeah, I was excited. This is the 4K video, and the 4K video looks pretty good. I was really excited to get this unit. I was like, let's test out the image stabilization. So the first day I got it, this is with firmware 1.2. I was all excited. I thought the image stabilization was going to be great. And if you look at it, it's not the best. It's when you're waiting a long time for a unit like this, I think, you just expect a little better. But this is firmware version 1.2. I upgraded the firmware to version 1.6, and it was rather easy to upgrade the firmware. They include this special cable that has a Wi-Fi connection that you plug in, and you use the app on your phone to download the firmware. Not bad. So I upgraded, and this is with firmware version 1.6. I think it got a little better. And if you look here, I think it did. So I'm not giving up hope on it, and the video is not awful as I go to review it, especially if I can isolate certain sections. But I'm not sure it's what we were all hoping for. And I hope with each firmware release, this electronic image stabilization gets better. Another gripe I have is it's really hard to balance the Sena voice in the helmet with the Bluetooth audio. It's like the Sena voice will be ready to blast my eardrums out. It's so loud. And then, the Bluetooth audio is kind of quiet. So there's not a clear way how to balance that out. Here we're recording in 60 frames per second. And I thought, let's try 60 frames per second because, there's more frames to work with. And maybe the electronic image stabilization will work a little better. I'm not sure. It could be a little better. It might be on par, but I do think, and comment below if you would, do you think there's a difference between the 1.2 firmware version and this 1.6? But back to speaking about that Sena voice, talking to Sena is rather cool. You can tell Sena, you can say, hey Sena, recording, which is start recording. It's just recording. Or you can say, hey Sena, stop recording. Which is pretty cool. I like it. I wish there would have been commands for, hey, Sena, change resolution to 4K. Unfortunately, you have to go back to the app and do that. I wish they would have done it with, with some voice prompts. Unfortunately, they didn't, but it is what it is. What I do really like is the Hey Siri. I got to tell you, I am just, it's one of the reasons that brought me to this unit. And I got to tell you, and this is with the Insta360 X2, the video is not as clear, but look at the image stabilization there. Lots of trade-offs here. Lots of trade-offs. So, with the Hey Siri, it's just amazing. I love being able, when you're a motorcycle rider, working the phone with your voice and commanding the phone with your voice is just so much safer. Just so much safer than fiddling around with the pressing of buttons. Back to the voice, though, sometimes when you say, hey, Sena, she mistakenly does a hey, Siri instead. It's not often, and it's not enough to really gripe about it, but it does happen. Just wanted to throw that in there. So, will I be keeping the unit? Yeah, I'm going to be keeping it. Is it everything I was hoping it could be? No, it's not. My expectations were set a little high. Is there room for improvement? Yes, and just from what I've seen with the upgrade of the firmware, and you be the judge too, I think there was a little bit of an improvement, I believe. So maybe they'll be able to fix it more in the future. But overall, yeah, I like the unit. And I look forward to using it more. I look forward to testing the quick charge. I hope that's there, and I look forward to using it more. And finally, well, how does the voice sound when recording into the unit on the road? Well, I'm going to show you right here, but also I want to let you know too that while recording, while you're vlogging on a motorcycle, you can make it so that she doesn't record the music. So you don't have to worry about copyright infringement going on. I think that was a problem with previous versions, like the Evo 10C and the Evo Pro. But here's not. Oh my God, she's so loud. Oh God, I don't know if the microphone's going to pick that up, but crushing my eardrums. Oh my God, that hurts.
It's a great helmet. And something I like too, which is pretty cool, I got the camera so it doesn't have my helmet in the shot, which a lot of people have tried to do with the Evos and Pros. And I did it with my Mac, so I just slid it as far up as I could. And it's still fine working in it and everything. But it gets the helmet out of the shot.
Yeah, so the audio is pretty good. I could maybe adjust my microphone a little better. I don't know. I did adjust some settings on it. Like I turned on HD audio or HD voice, and I think HD voice makes some conversions. Here in Final Cut Pro, it is a little, redliney, poppy, peaky, if you will. So I had to, take down the decibels just a little bit. But I think, there's a learning curve to that. But otherwise, I think sounds fairly well. So thank you very much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this review. Hit a thumbs up if you do. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I'm going on a camping trip this week to San Juan Baptista for a rib cook-off and do some camping with my moto camping group. Come back, check out the video. We're going to have some footage with the 50C there, and I'll have more to report on it as well. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out.